Well, this is not how I wanted to start my day. Listening to the pitter-patter of the pounding rain at 1,000 Trails Resort here in Orlando. This was not what I was really planning on doing. It's a moving day. I have to pack up. But before I do, let me go ahead and tell you my thoughts as a first-time 1,000 Trails camper. Somebody who just started this weekend. I've stayed at other resorts like Encore and stuff like that, but I paid. I've always paid. I used my Passport America and I would stay at the resort, Uber $5 across the street to go to Disney and Universal. So I'm not a stranger to the campground resort scene per se. I am a stranger to it. This is my first year, but this is actually my first time at 1,000 Trails. What are my thoughts? My thoughts are I should probably shut my front door because the rain's coming this way into the screen. Hold on, guys. Wow, it's coming down. God, what are my glasses, y'all? All right, so what are my thoughts? Anyway, so let me show you guys first where I am at. If I can get my camera to stay focused on me. I am here, 1,000 Trails Resort, Orlando, Florida. It's actually in Clermont, Florida, which is quite a ways from Orlando. It's 14 miles from the front gate of Disney property on 192 and 27. 192 is just down the street. So if you don't have a car and you don't want to Uber, it's a ways down. It takes a while to walk there. 14 miles. I mean, I'm not spry, so I Uber everywhere, or friends come and pick me up and bring me on in and we have our evenings. I live not too far up the road, so I'm still local. Anyway, so what are my thoughts? I am a new member. I did not get the life membership. I got the zone passes or whatever they are. So I got my zone, which is Florida, the Carolinas, Texas, Tennessee, so I could stay at any of the resorts within the Southeast. I wanted to make Orlando my starting point because I live here, so it's close. I can test out the ins and outs of this RV and learn it, because it's not a new RV. It's a 1992 Holiday Rambler. I need to make sure everything's working perfectly before I do decide to just venture off into other states. I definitely do not want to break down. I don't have the out-of-pocket expenses for breakdown. I don't have that breakdown fund built up quite yet. I'm getting there. I just don't have it yet. So I went ahead and joined 1,000 Trails. Got my membership. That very same day, I went ahead and tried their online reservation system. On their website, it is so easy to make reservations. There's a little calendar. You say, okay, I'm going to be home on blah, blah day. You just touch the date you're going to be there. What day do you want to check out? Blah, blah, blah. Done. You just show up. You're in, like Flint. Now this, I kind of tested out a couple different things because I was only going to stay here for 2 nights. At the moment, I'm staying here for 4 nights. This is my 4th night. I stayed 2 nights at an Encore resort across the street from Disney, Tropical Palms, and then I came over here, was going to stay another 2 nights with a total of 4 nights. I did not have to go back to work until tomorrow, so I went ahead and I extended my stay, and it was simple. I couldn't use the website very easy to extend my stay, but on the front of these brochures, there is phone numbers. You just call it calls the front desk, and you say, you know what, I'm not ready to leave. Can I have another night, please? And they do it. No hassles whatsoever. No problem. And the great thing is, because you remember, there's no out-of-pocket expense. No cost. You just stay. If you go to Universal Studios or Disney and stay at one of the hotels like Cabana Bay, which is one of my favorites, or any of the Disney ones, the Boardwalk and stuff like that, which is another one of my favorites, yeah, that they don't do that. They'll make you switch rooms, you know, and pay money, sometimes lots of money. Here, I got to keep the same site. I was already stationary, and all I had to do was sometime throughout the day and early evening, ride my Segway up and grab the little piece of paper that you stick in your window so they know as security drives around, they go, yeah, he's not scheduled to check out yet. So yeah, that was pretty easy. I liked it. Liked it a lot. The campground is, open up if I can find the map here. Where is it at? It is rather massive. They say they have over like 800 sites, but I think it's more than 1,000. And not only that, not only can you fit that many RVs here, there's also tent sections by the lake over in this area. Right here, there's tent sections. So if you're just a traveler and you have a tent in your car, no problem. I don't know what the cost is if you're not a member. It can't be that much if all you got is a tent. And you go down by the lake. It's beautiful. If you look at my other videos, I ride my Segway down there and show you guys around. Boats, kayaks, everything. Free to use. You just leave a deposit. And then you get your deposit back when you decide to bring the kayak back. So so you can live in a tent out here too. So you don't want to spend money at the theme park hotels or iDrive hotels or 192 hotels. Pitch a tent. Take your car to the theme parks. Or Uber like I do. So you don't have to bug people. So what are my thoughts? Encore compared to Thousand Trails. I've stayed at Tropical Palms probably 6 times throughout the year. Numerous nights. Usually 2 to 3 nights per stay. 5 or 6 times. Encore resorts are more resort-like. They're cleaner. The maintenance, the guys are out there in the morning with leaf blowers cleaning the streets. Pool parties, restaurants, you name it, they got it. Thousand Trails is kind of a step down from that. It's more rustic. I mean, like, okay, so let's say you're at an Encore. Bathrooms are spick and span most of the time, depending if it's the snowbirds are down for the season. And maintenance crews have a hard time keeping up. But during this time of year, spring, summer, when all the snowbirds fly back wherever they're from, maintenance can keep up with that stuff. And the restrooms are usually clean. The showers are super duper clean. It doesn't seem to be that way here at 1,000 Trails. It's more like camping in style. I mean, depending, not me, I drive a 1992 Holiday Rambler, like I said, but a lot of these other rigs, they're camping in style. This is more roughing it, I guess. It's not really roughing it. It could be home. It's a really beautiful place, but the bathrooms aren't up to Encore standards. The roads are well maintained, maybe not as well as Encore resorts. Maintenance around, grass cutting and stuff like that. Haven't seen anything like that here in the last 4 days, but it's kind of woodsy. So you really don't want that. Places to play for the kids, 2 swimming pools. Pretty nice guest house thing with pinball, or not pinball, but video games and pool tables and stuff like that. That's comparable to Encore. I don't know. If you're looking for the higher end stuff, stay at an Encore, which if you're a 1,000 Trails member, you can add that package. But if you just want to boondock it a lot and then every once in a while come and know that you have a place to stay with full hookups with sewage, water, electricity, Wi-Fi. And by the way, we got great Wi-Fi here in Orlando. Water, whatever, places to let your pets run. A little bit of wildlife around. I got a gopher tortoise lives right outside this door. Has a little hole. And he comes out. He's out right now. No, he wasn't. I just went out there to shut the door. He wasn't out. Rain. But he lives right there. So you got the wildlife. You got places for your pets to play. You got places for your kids to play. Everything you would want in a campground, 1,000 Trails, they have it. But like I said, Encore's a step up a little bit. But when you go a step up, you get more with the snooty crowd So you get the snooty RVers, you know, where their poop doesn't stink. They're from Connecticut. They drive down here in their multi-million-dollar RVs and they set up camp over there. And they just sit outside with their wall TVs mounted on the side of their coach, you know, and with like full wet bars and those people. I don't fit in with those people, but I do seem to fit in fairly decent with Thousand Trails people. I'm not saying that those people that drive those multi-million-dollar RVs don't come here. There's some around here, but their attitudes are different compared to when you're staying at a nicer resort. Like, I don't know if your attitude changes if you go to a nicer place or if you're rustic camping like this. It's hard to say. I just noticed the attitudes are a little bit different. So, would I recommend the Thousand Trails package like I have? I don't see why not. $400 and something a year on, you know, yeah, everything's, you get all the, you want to come home, I can make a reservation the same day I get home, you know, and most likely they'll let me right in. So, and if you want to extend your stays, no problems. It's a beautiful place. Staff is friendly. Now, like I said, this is the only Thousand Trails I've stayed at. I don't know what the rest are like yet. Hopefully one day I'm going to find out. I'm going to hit all of them in Florida. We have a total of 3. One where I live in Wildwood, one here in Claremont, and one down in Peace River. So pretty soon I'm going to take like 2 months off of work and I'm just going to start down in Peace River, stay for 14 days, boondock it somewhere around in the area, drive up here, stay here, and then boondock it around the house, and then go to the Wildwood Resort for 14 days. And I want to test out all 3 here in the state. And I'll let you know what the differences are between those when I do that. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to it. I'm a really happy member of Thousand Trails now. This is not what I was planning. I was planning to be a 100% boondocker. I've been prepping with the solar and 2 generators. Things I really don't need within a resort like this. Anyway, guys, that's it. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. And honestly, I need the subscribers. YouTube changed their things that you need to do certain things. Like a year ago, they stopped monetizing us and came up with different rules. And they just did that again a couple days ago. Now we can't go live like I used to go live on Fridays or live on Mondays, Nomadic Mondays. And yeah, I can't go live anymore because I don't reach their threshold of subscribers. So I need to boost my subscriber count. So rather than thumbs up or thumbs down, if you guys just want to hit that subscribe button, that would be amazing. It really would. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead, wait for the rain to break, start packing up, head home, unpack, load up my tractor trailer, and get ready to go back to work. Generate some revenue so I could do this full-time for real. In this. Not just my tractor trailer, but this also. All right, guys. From Thousand Trails, Orlando, Florida, I am out.